There's no coincidence that worrier and warrior are very close to each other in the dictionary. One feeds us and the other depletes us. We'll start this evening with our breath. It's already there waiting for you. It's been there all day waiting for this opportunity to really just check in. Or maybe what you're doing is checking out. So you're either checking in with yourself or checking out from your day, which is the same thing as checking in with yourself. So notice the gentle inhalation and exhalation of the breath. Maybe it's cool air in, warm air out. Maybe you notice that it first becomes apparent in your nostrils or the back of your throat or in the filling of the chest cavity. So it's just a natural breath. We don't need to change anything. Why do we always want to change things? Let's just sit back and observe right now. I don't have to change my breath. I just have to notice it. Noticing it is giving me the opportunity to be present. So we're just noticing the breath. Resisting the urge to change or alter things. Instead, just allow the breath. Admire the breath. Again, the inhalation coming through the nostrils. Notice the temperature of the air as it comes in and as it goes out. Notice as it tickles the nostrils and touches the back of your throat, fills the chest cavity, and then follows the same path in reverse. It doesn't need to be changed or altered or shifted, just acknowledged or recognized. So while you're tuned into your breath, let's start to soften the rest of the body. Release the muscles on your face, relax the jaw, soften the cheeks, release the brow. Let the shoulders drop down away from your ears. Let go of any tension or tightness that you're holding in the hips or thighs or calves. Let the eyelids be heavy. There's that breath, just noticing. We spend so much of our lives in a worry state when really we're worried about things that we have no control over. We're worried about stories or projections or things that have already occurred over which we have zero control. So I want you to use these exhales to release the idea that you need to be concerned. I want you to release the idea that you need to control and just notice and allow. So just like we're not changing our breath, we're just noticing how the breath is unfolding. We want to change our relationship with worry. Because worry is just a form of wasted energy. Why would we want to waste our energy on something that we have no control over? Where's that breath? Why do we want to force and try to change and predict and mold and create something when we can just relax into it and watch it unfold? There are very few things in life that we can control in isolation. We don't live in isolation, we live in community with others. We live in society and free will. So we cannot control the thoughts, words, and actions of others. So worrying about how someone is going to respond or how something is going to unfold is wasting your energy. When we focus our energy inward and we pay attention to how we respond to those circumstances or those externals, that's a much better use of energy, and we'll call that the warrior. So the warrior takes care of how you feel and what you have control over. And it's very simple. It's one vowel difference, right? The worrier and the warrior are two totally different things, but they're only one letter off. That's why we get confused sometimes. So let's start to, on the exhale, release the worrier. And on the inhale, activate the warrior. The warrior in you is the one that understands who you really are, that knows what's important to you, that creates expansion and opportunity, that steps into discomfort, prepared for a positive outcome, prepared for a shift. That nice deep inhale, maybe we deepen a little bit and we feel the energetic shift of warrior. And on the exhale, we release the worry. There is no room for both. And you are in charge of your thinking, of your relationship with yourself, and how you respond to things. So we come from the warrior within. We stand in our truth and in our light, and we stand our ground. Wherever you are, take that nice deep inhale. Feel the chest cavity rise, feel the belly fills. And on the exhale, relax into this warrior that you have always had inside of you, that may have been overshadowed by worry over things we have no control. Can you control the weather? No. Can you control the rise of the sun, the rise of the moon? No. Can you control your relationship with the weather? Yes. Can you control your relationship with the sunrise and the sunset and the moonrise and the moonset? Yes. Makes you a warrior, because a warrior can control the responses to the circumstances. The worrier is attempting to control all of the circumstances, of which there are way too many layers. There is no way to control the thoughts, words, and actions of others. So energy that moves in the worrier direction is wasted. energy that takes you into yourself and into your light and into your power is your warrior energy. Ready at all times to stand in your power. Take a nice deep inhale, fill the body with breath. And on the exhale, relax and let go of something that you're holding on to, something that you're clinging to, or that you're challenging yourself with. Let's just trust, nice deep inhale, that all things are unfolding. That if there are roadblocks or redirections, it is always pointing you in the direction that is most favorable. Because after all, you're a warrior. And a warrior shows up ready in the present moment to take care of what it is that they can, which is what you can respond to. You only have control over your responses to outside or external circumstances. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, softly, gently release. Take a nice deep inhale. On the exhale, softly, gently release. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, softly, gently release. So, how does one connect with that deep strength, that power, the very core or center of who they are? First, it requires trust. Do you trust that you were born into this experience, into this body, into this family, into this workplace, into this extended family, into this role, into these jobs for a reason? Do you trust your value? Take a nice deep inhale. This is the warrior within. On the exhale, slowly, gently release. We were designed to meet the challenges that life has to offer. So we cannot control what comes our way, but we can control how we handle it. And when we believe and trust in ourselves, then we believe and trust in our power. That warrior power. Glennon Doyle says it best: we can do hard things. We are designed to do hard things. We are wired to meet the challenges so that we can build upon those challenges and create a stronger sense of who we are. See, people think it's about what we're building on the outside, but it is so much about who we're becoming on the inside. It's about cultivating your inner warrior. It's about using your outside experiences to get stronger, more convicted, more powerful, more trusting of yourself and your value or your worth. Nice deep inhale. On the exhale, softly, gently release. So the worrier energy just depletes us. It puts us into a place where we have no control over anything and we feel powerless and helpless. This is not the direction we want to move in. If you begin to find yourself going down the slippery slope of worrying about things that you have no control over, take that deep breath and feed and fuel the warrior. There's no coincidence that worrier and warrior are very close to each other in the dictionary. One feeds us and the other depletes us. So we trust our inner warrior. We remind ourselves through our breath that we are almighty and powerful, that we are alive, and that we have everything that we need inside of us. We were born whole and complete. We were born full and satisfied. So we have to return to that, and that's internal. When you were 1 and 2 years old, you didn't worry about what other people thought. You didn't worry about what it might look like. You didn't worry about anything. We need to go back to that place where we feel strong, safe, confident, comfortable in our own skin. That place of the warrior. We have to undo some of society's fear-driven storylines and the idea that we're unsafe. We're probably safer than we've ever been. We just know more. And that information that comes to us, which is completely, most of the time, unchecked or unvalidated, keeps us off balance. So tune out the noise, the external distractions, the external storylines that create worry, and tune into your powerful self. Take a nice deep inhale, fill the body with breath. And on the exhale, relax into that. So I'm going to ask you to take a few breaths here on your own. Really feel the dynamic between the inhalation and the exhalation. And speak to yourself in such a way that you would speak to a warrior. For example, on the inhale, I am powerful. Powerful beyond measure. I am full of light. I am full of love. I'm loaded with compassion and strength and gratitude and courage. These are the ways we need to speak to ourselves. Who are you not to be fabulous? Who are you not to be incredible, extraordinary, otherwise known as extraordinary? So when we get caught up in the storyline of worry, in trying to control things that have way too many players and are way outside of our control, pull it back in, rein it in. Come back to what is your power in this? What can you control? The inhale fills the body. Hey, we can control that. And the exhale softens. We control that also. So I can control the cadence of my breath. And by slowing my breath, I can slow down the parasympathetic or central nervous system, and give my body the signal that it's okay to relax into whatever circumstance is happening right now. So look at that response. That's a warrior response. And on the other end of the spectrum, if I need to flee something, I can tap into that same breath to give me that same kind of energy that allows me to move. So I can control my response. I do not have to stay and listen to something that doesn't make sense to me any more than choosing to leave when something feels aligned. So we have those choices. We get to decide how much we're willing to tolerate, or how much is really important to us, or how circumstances, what we have control over, what circumstances, what situations. Where is your power in those circumstances? Is your power staying and being uncomfortable, or is your power choosing to leave? Depends on the circumstance and depends on who you are. But each and every one of us is born whole and complete with everything that we need, which is our power. Take a nice deep inhale, fill your body with breath. I'm going to offer you those few breaths right now. Power statements. Choose the most powerful words you know. Run them through your head. I am. And I can. And I will. I know. I am. And I can. And I will. And I know. Sometimes we struggle with feeding and fueling ourselves with positive affirmations and reinforcements, and finding those words. So I encourage you to make a list and then read that list. Courageous, loyal, trustworthy, honest, brave, confident, powerful, beautiful, handsome, grateful, grateful, grateful for my breath, grateful for the opportunities that show up in my life, sometimes disguised as sheep's in wolf clothing, right? Those opportunities, I'm grateful for every single one of them. I'm grateful for the challenges and the discomfort. I'm grateful for the love and kindness and compassion that I see in the world every day. I'm grateful for those of you who come on Thursday nights. I'm grateful for the opportunity to share my gratitude. So you make a list and then just keep writing and then just keep reading it and then just keep reminding yourself. See, mindfulness is all about the reminders. So those of you who've hung around long enough know I love languaging. Think about it. R-E, mind, E-R. It's reminders, and we're reminded on both ends. Reminders. That's all it is. We don't learn anything new. We just remember. Remember, bring it back, connect it with who we are. There's nothing that you do not already know or have the ability to understand or reconnect with. There's always a choice. You can stay with the worrier, and waste your energy, or you can recognize what's yours and find that warrior within. It's a beautiful thing to know and trust your power and your light. Let's take one more deep inhale together tonight. And on the exhale, just let that all settle in. Each and every one of you is a warrior in your own right. And I have gratitude beyond measure that you choose to share your light and energy and power with me. Thank you.